Rita Braver is covering the story. Rita Braver reports.
Rita Braver has been looking into that.
We always learn a lot when we have conversations with our law correspondent, Rita Braver.
Good morning, Rita.
Good morning, Charlie.
Rita Braver has done some digging.
To say our Rita Braver has done it all is an understatement. In fact, it's fair to say few people in journalism or any profession have achieved what she has. Some thoughts this morning on a milestone we're all proud of.
It is exactly 50 years ago today that I started working for CBS News.
Direct from our newsroom.
It also happened to be the day that Alabama Governor George Wallace, segregationist candidate for president, was the victim of an assassination attempt. CBS turned out to be the only network to get that footage, thanks to the intuition of one of our veteran cameramen. And I watched in awe as the best news organization in the business sprang into action. It was my introduction to the kind of teamwork that goes into every aspect of every story. Over the years, I got to cover some of the biggest events of my lifetime, starting when I was just an apprentice on the news desk with Watergate. I would go on to become a producer and then a correspondent on the law beat, where I reported on major stories like the conviction of Reagan administration operative Oliver North in the Iran-Contra scandal.
North faces up to 10 years in jail and $750,000 in fines.
I also covered the U.S. Supreme Court, meanwhile breaking in with a bulletin in 1992 when the justices decided a key abortion case.
It appears that the court has upheld the essential section of Roe versus Wade that abortion is a right that the states cannot totally outlaw.
Later, as chief White House correspondent, I would travel the world covering President Bill Clinton.
In the splendor of the Grand Palace of the Kremlin at President Clinton's first Moscow summit, he and Boris Yeltsin greeted each other as old friends.
Sobering to look back at how the relationship between those two presidents seemed to signal a new era of understanding between the United States and Russia. So much has changed. When I started, we shot our stories on 16mm film. If we needed to call in from the field, we had to find a payphone. There were no computers, much less internet, yet we got our stories in every day. My reward for years of jumping out of bed whenever a story broke was the chance to work for Sunday Morning.
Don't tell any of my bosses, but this is the job that I've always wanted.
We really work hard, but where else can you talk with a legend?
Oh, I'd love a spot of tea.
I would love to pour
Thank you, dear.
or walk with a hero.
They came toward us, beating us with nightsticks, bullwhips, tramping us with horses.
We meet policymakers and music makers.
Can you still sing Ooh Baby Baby? Ooh, baby, baby.
Question artists and actors and authors.
How do you write so quickly, so prolifically, and so well?
I don't sleep.
Plus, we get to meet everyday Americans.
Why are you here?
To fight for women's rights.
And the bonus is that I get to work with some of the smartest, nicest people you can possibly imagine. That first day was really the beginning of my 50-year love affair with CBS News. Like my marriage, which started about the same time, it's had its highs and lows, some exasperating moments, and some too magical to ever forget. Yet I count myself lucky after all these years to have the kind of job I always dreamed about.
Congratulations, and thank you, Rita. And while we're at it, congratulations to our Martha Teichner, who Friday night was honored by the Chicago chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Sunday morning wouldn't be Sunday morning without the two of you. And we'll be right back.